Hi, I'm here speaking with some friends. We're on vacation. Unfortunately, the song went into the vacation. And so we're doing this with a WhatsApp right now. I got a couple friends that don't really follow the war and had a lot of questions about the song. And I'm here to answer those questions. This is unscripted. They're to tell me they got lyric sheets, they've seen the preview, and we're trying to figure it out. Go ahead, and whoever wants to start.
All right. First thing, and Mary and I, we listened to the song, both really enjoyed it. And it was good because it got us talking about things, because there were certain parts of the song that we didn't understand or that we interpreted differently. And I know at the beginning, your little intro, you explained what MIR means. And you were saying it meant in Russian, it was community, peace, and the third thing,
World.
world. So, and at one point, you were telling us it was kind of like what um, I think you said something like it meant what the invaders' vision of the world was to be.
Exactly. Like, uh, what are they trying to create in another country that they invaded? And that was their vision of what life should be.
Okay, sounds good.
And by the way, this is Brent. He he writes books. He's written novels. I've read 6 of his. He's got one that just came out, another one coming out in the future. But go ahead, explain just who you are.
My name's Brent Pilkey. I'm a retired Toronto police officer. I wrote 6 books drawing on my experience as a police officer. So I've heard them described by other police officers as some of the most realistic police novels they've ever read. And just as a fun little fact, the Toronto police did their damnedest to try and get the first book publication stopped. They never really told me why, although I think it was just because it may have just hit a little too close to home for their liking.
I found it to be the story continues through all 6. The characters keep flowing through them, and it was there's humor in places and seriousness, but it's gritty. But it damn kept me reading, and I can't wait to read his newest one, which I just found out about.
So if you're interested, you can find them on Amazon, Kindle, Kobo. Either look under my name, Brent Pilkey, or the first book is Lethal Rage.
How do you spell Pilkey?
Pilkey. Mary?
Underrated novelist who's writes something really damn good. Okay, now let's go on to the song. Who can ask me a question on that? Out of our countries, and we have to stop the video and then start it again so we can send it in small spurts for the videographer. Right now, you have not met Mary. Tell us about yourself.
Hi there. I'm a fitness professional, and I really enjoyed listening to the music that Greg has put out. And again, I'm not familiar with the ins and outs of the Ukraine and Russia war. So having this opportunity to talk to Greg and find out a little bit more about the meaning behind the lyrics of the song is really helpful. I have always encouraged people when I'm teaching in my classes to ask me questions, especially if they don't understand something, because that's the only way we're going to really learn about the situation, about what I'm trying to convey and what they're needing to get from what I'm speaking of. So I have a question for you, and just a big general question, actually.
Okay, and this is unrehearsed, so I have no clue. Go ahead.
So, just out of curiosity, I've known you've made another song before on this topic, but this time you chose to use cartoons. Is there a reason you went from something like a watching you make the video to now using cartoons for the video?
Going from serious, because the pain and anguish of defending your own country was one thing. harassing or making fun of the invaders is another. I thought I could convey the message more with the cartoons into the lyrics, because they kind of point out all the issues of things that are going on. Who wants this to become their country? A fledgling democracy and autocracy that's invading. And it's like, that's why I did it. Wrote it this summer. It took a while. That's why it's so late getting out. It's a long story. It cut into my vacation time. But we're here doing something improv right now. Never thought I'd do this. But go ahead. Any other questions?
Cut.
Because the WhatsApp, we have to take a break so we can send one section at a time. Otherwise, it won't pass through to get this on video. Okay. Who's got the next question?
All right. We were able to, when we heard the song, we were able to discuss and figure out some of the symbolism. But one we could not make heads or tails of was grabbing a toilet.
Okay, that's the flushing MIR. What's that rhyme with? The invader's identity. When they invaded, all them soldiers were stealing toilets, putting them on their tanks and taking them back and sending them back home because they ain't got the damn things. It's just, that's what that was about. I don't know what else I could say about that.
That's interesting because it's almost like the image that is portrayed or sent to the rest of the world is that the invaders are not a country lacking in anything, but that they're very rich and powerful, and turn around saying that
not the soldiers they send up there who are only doing it for the money, because they're paying them more than if they were going to just stay on their farms or work their little menial jobs. They're getting more money to do this, which they actually never get because they get killed. Okay. I don't know what else to say about that.
Yeah. Mary?
But the toilet was a surprise. It was like, wow. Now, how their water system works and does it work and their septic, that's another story. But they wanted toilets. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I have a question. In one of the lyrics here, you say, "Now you need a bunch of tic-tac beards." What is the reference to tic-tac beards?
Okay. The invaders have reluctant soldiers. And they got to have a backup line like they did in World War II. And if anyone turns around to run away, they're going to shoot them down. It's a reality. And in this case, the Chechens, I made a name, dang. But they all have beards, and they're on TikTok videos and
TikTok.
I ain't saying that, and I have to be subtle. Sorry. So they're there to attack, but also to defend, and they were put on some lines because they were separate from the invaders' army. And if you come back, this stuff's going to come at you because you retreated.
Cut.
We're back. Who's got another question?
All right, I'll do one. One of the cartoons you used, and it was timed beautifully with the music, seen in an eruption, like a oil geyser. And I think, I'm not sure if that connects with the go run your gas station. Are you saying this whole thing is more about oil than anything else?
It's about nuclear weapons, because I use those words, Also, their oil right in the middle of the city, and also with the flush and MIR. It kind of combines all three.
Mary, do you have another one?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does make sense.
Yeah.
My question is more probably in relation to a word that I'm not familiar with. You say, or else end up in some gulag. What is a gulag?
Ask Alexander Solzhenitsyn. He wrote a book on it. It's a prison out in the boonies.
Siberia.
And most people die before they can get out of the damn thing.
Okay.
So think about it. If we have a dog. Oh, that is funny. Okay, coincidence, but it happened. The dog in that video is getting kicked and being told what to do. And if you don't listen, he's going to a gulag, at least in that cartoon. And I think this one needs to be sent to a gulag. He wants to come into the house. Hey, that's the dog you heard on the video. Anyways, what question does anyone have?
Okay, my last question. You refer to the invaders, the intruders, and this whole time we've been talking, you've been saying the invaders, the intruders. Is there a reason you're not putting an actual name to them?
I don't think it deserves a name.
Okay, not the answer I was expecting, but a good answer.
It doesn't matter who it is, it's what they did. You got me on that?
Yep.
It's what they did. Okay, anything else?
What is your hope that this video will bring to people? Like, what is the whole goal of this for you?
As my boring introductions for over a minute to say, donations to help Ukraine, get money to continue the battle, and there's some, I can't cover all charities, I picked 5, and it involves people and animals. And you need both. You can't just have one or the other. And it's just a question of, okay, taking care of injured soldiers with the donations, giving them prosthetics and stuff, doing the medical stuff that if you read through the about, it tells you this. Surveillance. A little thing that no one really knows about, but surveillance saves lives. If they know ahead of time what these morons are doing, it will keep Ukrainians from getting killed. And then you got the animals with the last 2. You got to have animals. I'm talking about cattle, anything from cattle to cats. To raccoons, to anything else. Ukrainians are big on the animals. I know I'm not from that, I was not born there, but I was brought up as Ukrainian. I understand, not all of it, but enough to know that this matters, okay? And everyone else can do other things and raise money, but I'm just trying to help, especially with the winter coming. This would just help them. And these were vetted charities with people I trusted, or I trust. And that's it, I never kicked my dog. Okay. Anyone got anything else to say?
Not a question so much as a statement. One thing I really enjoyed about it was the line saying, steak tartare, your national dish. and then with the video of the meat grinder, for me, that really got across the whole image of what war will do to both sides, and to, you know, the people starting the wars, you know, I don't think to them the lives, the individual lives that are affected and ground up in the process really mean to them. So I thought that was a great image.
It's part of their strategy. They don't have the proper weapons or shitty weapons, and so, but they have so many people, and that's what they're going to do. They outnumber 5 to 1 in population. So what are you going to do? You keep running them through the meat grinder, you know? Anyways, that's why steak tartare is their national dish and not borscht anymore.
Mary, do you have anything else?
Just on the imagery in the song and that. And there is one more lyric here that says, "Pack your bags, steal a washer."
No, you're seeing the old one.
Okay.
It's grab
That's
a toilet.
No, right.
I
okay.
changed
All right.
it.
So you can cut that out completely.
Sorry, I left, and I don't have the final printing here in the where we're vacationing, and so that's why. But it's toilet, grab a toilet, as they have. And even Zelensky said, every one of you grab a toilet, but get the hell out of here. He said that over a year and a half ago.
What was your original idea for steal a washer, though? I like the toilet better, but I'm curious what was steal a washer.
I was going to use 2 different things, but in the end, I decided to repeat the chorus 3 times and use that break of music with that flush and MIR.
Okay.
Okay, and that works with the toilet.
It's just interesting to see how your mind works with the whole process of creating a song. And so, and how long did it take you to put this one together?
One day to write the basics, another week to fine tune it, another month to really fine tune it more, and then everyone's busy and I had to wait for people to do the production stuff. But it was recorded in August.
And did you have a particular inspiration all of a sudden? Because it seemed to be really, you did it pretty quickly. Like all of a sudden, did you become inspired by this, or was something floating around in your head?
That's why I did the first song. I was inspired to help. Instead of giving money, I'm thinking, how can I, because the money's going to run out that I have if I'm only donating. And I'm thinking, what if I do a station that people add more content to and listen to and make more donations, because it is 100% donations. I'm not making any money. My money was donated. No more questions?
We're good.
Thanks for listening. If you lasted this long, it's for the cause, nothing more. Take care, guys. Till next video.